Do you ever feel like you're sprinting on a treadmill, sweating, hustling, doing all of the right things, but your agency never really moves forward? I've been that guy who says yes to every client, builds that perfect website before I even have a single lead, and I'll work the weekends just to keep the lights on for the business. You see, I've been that agency owner who was so busy doing the work that I forget why I started in the first place. And the truth is, most agency owners and videographers don't fail because they're not talented. They fail in this industry because they keep falling into the same traps, the same mistakes that will keep them stuck, stressed, and underpaid. It's like being in a maze where every turn you take looks like the exit, but you keep ending up back at the start. So if you're tired of feeling like you're working harder than ever but not getting anywhere, this video is for you. I'm going to break down the 5 biggest mistakes I see agency owners and videographers make, how to spot them, and most importantly, how to avoid them, so that you can actually build an agency in 2026 that will give you the freedom you want, whether it's travel or financial or even time, and not just more work. So let's get straight into it. So when I first started, give or take 5 or 6 years ago, I thought the secret in this industry was to be as adaptable as you can be. I wanted to be the agency owner that could do it all: content, ads, website, branding, you name it. I thought if I can be everything to everyone, I will never run out of clients. But here's what actually happened. I became a chameleon. I changed my colors for every client, every project, every request. One week, I would make TikTok videos for a gym. The next week, I would make a website for a dentist. Then I would run ads for a real estate agency. It was exhausting. I was always learning, don't get me wrong, but I would always end up scrambling, and I'm always having to start from scratch. And the worst part, no one remembered me for anything. I was just that guy who does digital marketing or who just does marketing work. It's like being a Swiss Army knife in a world that pays top dollar for being a scalpel. So the turning point, I realized that agencies that win aren't chameleons, they're magnets. They stand for something. They solve one painful problem for one type of client and they become known for it. So when I focused on being the guy who helps restaurants fill tables with content and ads, everything changed. Suddenly I was the magnet. Clients started to come to me instead of me having to chase them because they knew exactly what I did and who I did it for. So if I were you, I would stop trying to be that chameleon and start becoming a magnet. Pick a lane, own a problem, and let your reputation do the heavy lifting. Let your content do the speaking. Let your ads eventually run and start creating that attention you need. Now look, I'm a systems guy. I love a good Notion board, maybe even a Zapier automation, and I love a color-coded Trello. So when I landed my first few clients, I went all in on building the most perfect backend. I would spend weeks automating, onboarding, building out the SOPs, and trying to create templates for every little thing I could in the business. But you see, here's the truth. I was just automating pure chaos. I didn't have a repeatable offer. All of my clients wanted different things, and my systems just made the mess even more efficient. It's like building a conveyor belt. Before you know what product you're actually making, you're just gonna end up with a flipping machine that's just spitting out random stuff that's gonna confuse both you and the machine. So I realized the agencies that scale don't automate first. They need to validate. They will get the first few clients in, deliver them the results, and only then do they build systems around what actually works. So if I were you, I would focus on getting 3 to 5 clients with one simple, repeatable offer. One offer that you know that works, and then you can start building your machine. Don't try to automate your way out of uncertainty. So earlier on in the agency career, I was so desperate to keep my clients happy that I would say yes to everything. Can you add a few more videos this month? Can you jump on a quick call tonight? Can you also do the email marketing campaign? I genuinely thought if I say no, they will leave, or I might make the relationship sour. But here's what actually happened. My retainers would stay the same, but my workload doubled. I was working weekends, answering messages at dumb hours, and feeling resentful. It's like I was agreeing to clean someone's garden. And then they asked me to paint the fences. They asked me to clean the grass. They asked me to walk their dog for the same price. The agencies that thrive set boundaries very early on. You need to define what's included, what is extra, and what is a hard no. So if I were you, I would get super clear on what your offer is, what are your boundaries, and your process for handling these ad hoc requests. Respect yourself, and of course your clients will respect you too. There was a time where I was obsessed with growth. More leads, more sales calls, more clients, more content, put more budget on the ads. I'd close a deal, celebrate for a couple of minutes, and then immediately I would start chasing the next one. But here's what I learned the hard way. It's way easier and a lot more profitable to keep a great client than to find a new one. But I was so focused on acquisition that I neglected the clients I already had. So it's like you're planting a garden and then you're running off to buy new seeds while the plants you already have are dying because you've neglected them. The best agencies will turn their current clients into fans. They will over-deliver. They will communicate. They will make sure that their clients feel like they're partners, not like it's a transactional thing. Oh, we've done this. All right, cool. See you next time. See you next month. So if I were you, I would spend just as much time nurturing your current clients as you do chasing the new ones. Check in on them, ask them for feedback, and look for ways where you can try to add more value. And that is how you build a business that will grow through referrals and word of mouth. The final mistake is getting proof, but not using it to level up. Now, most videographers and agency owners will get a fantastic, sick result for a client, but then they move on to the next project. They don't document the win, they don't turn that win into a case study, and they don't use it to raise their prices or even use it to attract better clients. Proof will always be your most valuable asset. One case study can be the key to unlocking these 10, 20, 30K month retainer clients. It's like finding gold in your backyard and then just leaving it there because you're too busy trying to dig somewhere else. Now imagine I did this for months. I would get a restaurant, 20, 30, 50 new customers sitting on their seats. I would feel good about it, but then I would just move on. I never documented it. I never boasted about it. I never shared it. I never used that proof to get more clients for myself. So if I were you, I would do 3 things every time I got a result. First, I would turn it into a case study. Show the before, show the after, and show what it made or what it done for the business. What was the outcome? I would share it on my profile, I would share it on my stories. I would make as much noise about it as I can. Use it in my most recent sales conversations, whether it's through the DMs, whether it's a case study asset that I made. Wherever I can, I would make sure that I make noise about it because it's the most recent win. You see, once you have proof and when you layer in the paid ads to supercharge your own clients' results, you can use that to supercharge your own growth. Imagine you made a video and you're talking about how you took this testimonial video, put 100, 200 pounds behind it and help this business get 20 new patient inquiries in a week. That's how you go from these 1K retainers to 3K retainers and how your agency will become indispensable. So if you want to build an agency in 2026 that will give you freedom and not just more work, avoid these 5 mistakes. Don't try to be a chameleon. Don't try to automate chaos. Do not let clients scope creep you to death. Don't neglect your current clients and don't let your proof go to waste. Clarity, proof and leverage. That is how you build a quality, high retainer agency in 2026 and beyond. You don't need to be the best videographer or the best editor in the room. You need to be the clearest operator, the one who gets results and the one who knows how to share it. Look, if you made any of these mistakes, don't beat yourself up over it. I've made all of them. The good news is once you know what they are, you can avoid them. And if you want help building an agency that doesn't trap you in these mistakes, just DM me the word engine on Instagram and we can talk. I'll catch you guys in the next one.